Okay, so yay, here we are, January 2nd. Let's get some meal prep done and get ready for the new year. So we are going to be starting with the winter superfoods bowl. I'm sorry if you can hear my cat because she's really having a lot of meowing right now. So make sure your oven is turned on to 425. We're going to be roasting veggies first. And it's funny because I actually put 2 oven dishes together today, which is not my norm. So we're going to have to fight for some oven space today, but we'll figure it out. So get your veggies. We'll get the beets and sweet potatoes into the oven right away. So gather those up. And I will start sharing our recipe so you can watch that. And if at any point anyone has any questions, feel free to unmute and ask away. I don't think I can see the chat very well when I'm in sharing mode. So yeah, so just unmute and ask anything you want.
Anna, are you?
Yeah.
Were they supposed to be prepped, the veggies? Like
no,
already?
So we're going to cut them. Yeah, we're going to do it all here. The
Okay.
only thing that is nice to have done ahead of time is the quinoa or the bulgur. And if you chose a different grain than bulgur, that having that already cooked. So if that's not cooked yet, we still do have a little time.
I
Just
did
throw
cook
those on right now. Yeah.
All right.
So I'm actually like, I have barley that I'm putting into this winter superfoods bowl. And then I just finished my quinoa too. I actually have it sitting outside cooling right now so that it's not hot when the eggs hit it later. Okay, so let's share screen here.
I have a question. I have never peeled my beets in my life. Why would you?
I always peel them before because I don't like to bake them and then try to get the skin off. But I just hold them. I mean, no matter what, you're gonna look like you killed something, right? Because it's like the red's just gonna bleed all over your hands. But I just hold them the best I can. Oh, perfect. You've got yellow. See, there you go. So I just hold them the best I can, peel the bottom side, flip them, peel the top side, and then cut them with a peeler.
Interesting. I've never taken the skin off though. I eat the skin.
Yeah,
Oh.
I do too.
I always have.
I don't.
I've never eaten it with the skin on, so I don't know.
Oh,
There's really no difference. I mean, in my opinion, I don't know.
Just scrub
As
them
long
really.
as they're cooked. As long as they're cooked. But you know, I'm the one that loves squash, so.
Yeah, don't get Bev started on squash. We're gonna have a whole session.
And I eat the squash, let's see, delicata skin. That's the only one that I eat, the skin of the squash. The rest I peel. No, we don't eat the Hubbard.
Yeah.
So for right now, we are just getting the beets and the sweet potatoes because those are gonna go in by themselves first for the first 15 minutes. And then we're gonna add the Brussels sprouts to those. And while they're all baking, we'll make our sauce.
We just had those turkey meatballs again for lunch.
Oh, did you, the slow cooker ones?
Yeah,
Yeah, those are
delicious.
good. I was gonna do the shrimp noodle bowls today, and I think I'll do those in February. They just look so good.
Hey, Deanna, how many bowls does this make?
I think 4. Whoops.
Oh, 4. Got it. Okay.
I think 4. What does it say on? Yeah, 4 servings. And I'm just gonna wash my sweet potatoes and leave I think I'll leave the skin on them. I'm excited for this bowl. I think it's going to be a nice, hearty feeling, you know. Won't miss the meat kind of. But I think, you know, if you wanted to add some protein too, you could throw some chicken in it. Would be good. Okay, now I don't know if you can see this. I'm just gonna section them on the pan so that everything doesn't turn beet color. So I'll just have my little sections of beets, sections of sweet potatoes, and then add the Brussels sprouts at the end. Okay, so then we're going to oh, my olive oil's out. So I like to get them on the pan And then I'm just gonna do a little olive oil in each section. Mix them around a little salt and pepper. And then just the sweet potatoes and the beets go in right now. And then we'll let those go for 15 minutes. Well, we're leaving here at 1. Luke has one at 3.
So Deanna,
Yeah.
do you mind scrolling up a little bit? So I see,
Oh, yeah.
Are we cooking them first and then roasting them?
So
Oh, no.
we're cutting it, roasting the sweet potato and the beets
Okay,
for 15 minutes. Then we're gonna take that out. So while these are cooking, we're gonna cut up our Brussels sprouts then.
okay.
So we're just on sweet potatoes and beets. And you wanna make sure everything has plenty of room on the pan. So depending on how many veggies you're doing, you may need, a second pan for this. All right, so I'm gonna throw my sweet potatoes, beets in. What time is it? 11:15, and then start cutting Brussels sprouts to add to it. So, and this is one of those bowls too, where like you can definitely modify what you're putting in. You could do like more water-filled vegetables, like some zucchini, some carrots. You can kind of go with you like, or change it up each time you make it. The things they're using are going to help you feel really full because there's a lot of fiber and they're a little more starch heavy for veggies. All right, how's everybody doing? I'll scroll through here, see. So if you have your sweet potatoes and your beets in the oven, you've got your Brussels sprouts. That's just fun to say 10 times. You've got your Brussels sprouts ready. Then you can start mixing up your sauce, which is going to be that half of avocado, quarter cup of water, garlic, rice vinegar. And honestly, if you don't have rice vinegar, you can use a different kind of vinegar. It's just going to taste a little bit different, but you know, it's not like the end of the world. And then let's see, honey, cumin. And if you missed adding cumin to your veggies on the first go around, when they come out in this 10-15 minute mark, you can add them then. I actually am going to add smoked paprika instead of cumin. So yeah, you can kind of pick what works best for you.
Hey guys, this is my son that's having a baby.
Hey, congratulations.
Make me a grandma.
Thank you.
That is so exciting.
Congratulations.
Thank you. First one.
Yay.
That is right.
Yeah, congratulations.
I love it. Well, my avocado, half of it's bad, so I'm trying to maneuver a half that's good for this sauce. Pretty funny. It's amazing how avocados can look so good on the outside and you never know what's inside.
Do you want me to ship you some, Deanna?
What'd you say?
Look how beautiful this avocado is.
Oh,
and
that is beautiful.
Instead of just eating it, I have to blend it. So I can send this to you if you want.
Out of curiosity, Deanna, was the little pit still still in it?
Oh, I don't think it was. I don't think it came out when I cut it. I usually cut through the middle, so I usually take it out when it's there. I don't think I did.
That's one of my things. Like, so
It
I
has
can
to
buy
have
them.
has to have the little notch in it.
Yep. No matter how it looks on the outside, that thing's got to be in there. And that's like my doneness thing. That's my doneness checker. Like
It's
when
like
it
your
starts to wiggle,
turkey baster, whatever, the turkey thermometer.
timer. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
that's good to know.
It'll
Wait,
start
what
to
do you mean
wiggle.
by that? What do you mean by that? You mean the on the end?
Yeah, the little end that has like the little here. Yeah.
Because mine does not have anything in it.
When you got it, Did it when you got it?
No.
Really? Well, then you're lucky. Cause yeah, usually if this thing's out, then it's done. Like then you have a good chance
Oh.
that your avocado is not gonna be awesome.
Huh.
I've learned that because I will buy them like still fully green with just a little bit like barely breaking, because that's the way Aldi has them. Like, and then I'll just have them sit on my counter because like I have them sitting right here. So this is one it's still got several days because it's still got greenness to the skin, barely, but it's still got greenness. And I'll wait until this little thing starts to be able to move, and then I stick it in my refrigerator.
Oh.
So once the skin starts to turn and then that starts to move, that's my doneness checker.
Well, and Autumn talked about that on one of her things too. If they're next to, if you want to ripen them faster, you can put them in a bag with bananas.
Mm-hmm.
But so you don't want to, I guess, naturally let them sit in a bowl next to bananas if you
That
know,
is
if
so
that's how
true.
you're storing them.
Yeah, that made a huge difference when we learned that.
Yeah. Mine
Yeah,
sit
and-
out on my counter away from the rest of all my produce. Actually, they're sitting next to all my supplements. They're right next to my supplements.
Let's see. Oh, okay, I'm at 10 minutes. I think it says 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm going to pull out my veggies and add my Brussels sprouts. Then I'm going to add a little smoked paprika. Kind of toss things around with my spatula since the pan's hot. Okay, and then back in the oven for 20 minutes. And if you like to get more caramelization on your veggies, you can put it on convection. That just moves the air around more, so it actually dries the outsides a little more and then gives a little easier caramelization on the outside. Is everybody on their sauce right now?
I am just starting the sauce.
Perfect.
Do you think the sauce is going to keep for a couple of days?
Well, with the lime juice, it should keep it green. It should stop it from browning. And yeah, it should last for a few days.
Okay.
With the vinegar and the lime, it should act like a preservative. I wouldn't go, you know, I'm kind of a 4-day rule person. I like to call it early. After 4 days, it seems like things just start tasting different to me. And this is going to be a good recipe to actually like section out into containers. Because everything is being divided by 4. So whatever vegetables you have, you just divide by 4. David's cousin started having beehives on his property now, so we have a supply of honey, which has been really fun. You can tell when they get into the blackberries. It's like super dark and purple colored. All right, so let's see. Got about another 15 minutes probably on the veggies at least. So after you've made your sauce, we'll get the kale chopped, chickpeas rinsed, and if you need to slice and toast your almonds. And if you are sectioning them out, like in, some kind of a bowl or, container like this, so you can start adding a half cup each of whatever grain you're using, add, a half cup of kale. Let's see, you take that can of chickpeas into fours, sprinkle almonds, sunflower seeds, all that, you can get all that done. And then that way, when the veggies come out of the oven, you can just throw those on top and with 1/4 of whatever sauce you have made here.
This is good. We're doing this together. I would not have attempted this on my own, I don't think.
It is kind of a long one, especially compared to some of the other ones we've done. But there, there's a lot of food in it. The sauce is pretty thick too. Look at this. But it smells good. Now, if raw kale texture is not your fave, I like to massage it after, and if you haven't done that, it's pretty fun. So you just stick it in a bowl with just a little bit of salt, a little bit of olive oil, probably not even a teaspoon. And you like after you've chopped it, you literally just go in and you're kind of crunching it together and massaging it with the olive oil and the salt. And it just changes the texture enough that it just, to me, it's a lot better to eat it that way. Like when I order stuff in a restaurant, it's just straight raw kale. I don't know, it just feels like you're chewing on bark. And it's really hard to eat.
Kale, and I'm not a fan of it because it is so hard.
Yeah, well, try to massage it and see what you think then. Because I really like it that way.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of kale either. I bought spinach to sub in.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea too. Yeah, you can just totally throw in raw spinach. Arugula would also be really good. All right, so we'll just want to get things assembled from this dish, and then we're going to move to the zucchini cups to get those ready, because then they can just go straight into the oven after our root vegetables are out.
Man, what a delicious dressing. That's yummy.
The sauce,
Yeah, the sauce.
I haven't tried it yet. It smells amazing. Oh yeah, that is really good. Ooh, yum. Perfect. This is what I'm having for lunch today. So I've got some smoked almonds that we had left over from New Year's. And so I'm gonna actually chop those up and put them in this. That sounds kind of good too. All right, so how's everybody doing? Do you want the recipe up still for the winter superfoods bowl?
So I'm good. So you can take it down for me.
Okay, Kim, are you still working on that one? Oh, you're on mute.
I think I'm good.
Okay. Anybody else? Nancy, do you need it for anything? You're good? Okay, perfect. Kim, you good? Or I mean, Kate, you're good? Good, Jess, good, good. All right. Let's switch it over to the zucchini cups. Nope, that's not it. How about this one? There we go. Okay, so this recipe, you really can make it all different ways. You can take out the ham. You can add in a different meat. You can add in more veggies if you want. It's really versatile. And they're super good to just grab and go, which is nice because once they're cooked, I always ate them cold and stuff too. So you know what I mean? It's just a nice thing to have around, then you can grab them. Now I noticed, I'm gonna scroll down real quick here because I noticed on the container info, these are halves for everything. So 2 cups are a half yellow. So technically, if you wanted to have your full breakfast, you could have 4 cups. So just something to notice on this recipe, because normally we're always like exceeding our yellows, it seems like, on some of these things. So this one is one where you can have a little more than you thought and still get just 1 container of yellow in.
Deanna,
Yeah.
if I omit the quinoa, does that make it 0 yellow?
It will, but I don't know how, then it'll just become an egg cup. And let's see, is the zucchini strained? I would make
Oh,
sure
you need
you're
something to
straining.
bind it. Okay.
Yeah, just because it's going to be pretty liquidy otherwise. That zucchini or the quinoa is going to help kind of solidify and hold everything together in there.
Okay.
But you could use a
Gotcha.
different grade too.
Okay. I just ran out of quinoa. I thought
Oh,
I got
yeah.
it, but I don't.
You
Okay.
could totally, yeah, you could do the exact recipe. I would just make sure that that zucchini has been squeezed so that you don't have the excess, and the egg should hold it together fine then, as long as there's not
Okay.
extra liquid.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, and I forgot to talk about that in the winter superfoods bowl. There's a lot of carbs in there. If you're eating vegan, it's not really a big deal because you're getting you're having extra yellows, and your yellows are some proteins. But what you would do there is you could half your sweet potato, chickpeas, and bulgur, and then you would be at 1 yellow for that. So you'd have veggies most there. And if you wanted the bowl still to remain larger, then just add in some other veggies. You could roast some zucchini, broccoli, whatever sounds good. It's all gonna be tasty together. And then you'll have more veggies, less carbs, to have it still fit in.
Asparagus is really good roasted in the bowls.
There you go. Perfect. It's funny, I almost did some extra carrots today too, because I've got a bag of them in my refrigerator. I always like carrots with beets. So I just did a quick spray on my pan. I really like the coconut spray that you can do rather than like a Pam. Pam seems to have a little bit of mystery to it.
She's kind of crazy.
I will say this bowl looks pretty darn good, so it's gonna be my lunch.
Yeah, it's definitely my lunch too. I think it's gonna be nice. It's gonna have a lot of color. and
Yeah.
crunch. And then you've got like that avocado sauce it's nice and bright
Yeah.
with vinegar and the lime. Yeah, I'm gonna pull my veggies out now so they can get cooled off. Oh yeah, they're looking good. Yum. Oh, geez. Apparently hang on, let me mute you guys. My fire alarm went off. That only happens when my husband cooks. That's pretty funny. Must be something in the oven that's not holding up well. Oh yeah, so make sure you shift your oven down to 375. So, and you may also be wondering like why the 2 egg whites, 2 regular eggs. It's not necessarily because eggs are bad. It's just that it will make a protein, like that's adding in an additional protein piece without adding in any more fat. So it just changes the macro balance of it. And really the key here, like if you don't like using yolks by themselves later, you just need to make sure that your liquid ratio is the same and your macros will change just a little bit. So, but if you're not like quite following this to a T, you could totally just use, 2 other eggs to make sure you have the same amount of liquid content. So in this recipe, it does not talk about squeezing the zucchini if you're using the quinoa. I would just see how wet it is. Your cups will solidify a little bit more, if that makes sense. Because if there is some extra liquid in the zucchini, then you might have little pockets that seem kind of runny and it's going to be hard to tell if the eggs are done. So go with your gut on that. I'm probably going to squeeze mine a little bit.
How many cups is this gonna make?
Should make 12, I think. Or wait, no, is it 16? Looks like 16.
Yeah,
So if you wanted to modify, because they do sit low in there. So if you wanted to fit them in a smaller amount, you just have to do some math
okay.
or wing it on the container piece. Yeah, I'm probably going to make all mine fit in the 12 cups. I do have a 24 cup thing I could do it in, but I already sprayed the 12 cupper. So let's see, Kim, that's going to be, if you do 12 cups, that's 1/3 less of servings. So,
Okay.
you know what I mean? You could math it out. So it'd probably be like 3 full size versus 2 full size. You know,
Yeah,
2
that's
right
right.
now is a serving. So if, and then, or like, you know, more like 1 or a little over 1. Does anybody take their zucchini from the garden and you know, shred it all up and use it and things over the winter? David's aunt has an amazing chocolate cake recipe that takes zucchini, so she always does like all their extra zucchini. So, and I don't get too fancy when I squeeze it. I just take a paper towel that doesn't disintegrate too fast. If you have cheesecloth, that's the way to go. I just kind of bundle it all up in this. I go stand over the sink, squeeze it as hard as I can squeeze it. So this can be part of your workout too. And then slowly take the paper towel back off so you don't rip it and have little bits of paper towel in your food. I use shredded zucchini a ton in meatballs instead of like breadcrumbs and egg. And it works great because then it keeps their moisture. Because I don't eat a lot of eggs, so it works really well to do it that way. I'm missing ham here. All right, how's everybody doing? Am I behind here? I'm about ready to fill my cups and throw it in the oven.
You're ahead of me.
Okay. I think what I'm gonna do too is I'm just gonna take this quarter cup and just scoop it and put it all in the cups and then go back if I need to add more, but that'll get me to a pretty good amount. Because from the pictures, if you're actually doing the 16 cups, then it's going to be less than the full muffin tin size. I used to make a one like this for dinner all the time with same kind of idea, but there was no ham. It was just cheese and broccoli in it, and then quinoa, eggs. It's really good. Okay, let's see, how long do they cook for? 12 to 15 minutes. I'm gonna set a timer on this one because somehow inevitably I get distracted toward the end of cooking stuff. Okay, and if you put your muffins in your zucchini cups in the oven, you can start working on cleaning up all your other stuff. And in a little bit, we'll switch over to the last recipe, which is the chicken piccata. And that one should go pretty fast with just what we have going on. The amount of time getting it all together should be pretty quick. Okay, I made up one Superfoods bowl into a container just to make it pretty. See how it all went. I'm excited for my lunch.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna ditch the chicken piccata and just have the superfood bowl for dinner.
Oh, that looks good, Lily. Yum. I
Uh,
know, right, Kim? Skip
I
the.
forgot to buy chickpeas apparently, so I used red beans instead.
Nice. You know, it's funny. I didn't even put chickpeas in mine. I'm like, should I open the can right now? I'm like, I think I'm just gonna go with what I got, and I put a few more veggies in.
It's really good, I will tell you.
Yum. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's very yummy.
It's just kind of fun to sit here and snack on the roasted veggies.
You know, I never used to buy like fresh parsley or cilantro or anything until we started doing all this stuff, and it really tastes good.
It's so nice, isn't it? And it's so, I am a big, like, it should be appealing to the eye. It makes your food taste better. You feel more satisfied. And it's a whole sensory experience. And when you put something simple as parsley or green onions or something, it just makes it pop. Okay, does anybody still need the zucchini cup recipe up? We good? Okay, let's go to the chicken piccata. Oops, that's not it. There we go. Okay, so let's see here. They are doing the chicken full size. I actually have thighs for this one. So I'm just gonna take out probably 4 thighs. You're gonna get a baggie with some whole wheat flour or whatever flour you wanna use. It's just a tablespoon, so you're not gonna like, break anything if we don't get the whole wheat in there. And shake it around so that your chicken gets totally coated. You know what, first, before I do that, I am gonna cut my mushrooms. I like to get all my veggies cut on the cutting board first before I start adding meat products. That way, you don't have to switch out cutting boards as often. So I'm gonna clean and cut my mushrooms really quick, and then I'll get going on the chicken piece. That way, when it's ready, I can just throw those mushrooms in.
Okay, and I'm actually gonna jump off of here now.
Okay, Kate, it's good to see you.
Stop by, but that was awesome. Thank you. See you
See
guys.
you later.
Bye.
So this dish I think is going to be really good with rice cauliflower if you want to have more veggies in your meal. And any of the grains you made today, you may have leftover quinoa, leftover bulgur. I'm going to have leftover barley. Whatever you use, that will also be great underneath this chicken. Then the sauce will kind of seep down in it. And so if this is something you're going to meal prep for lunches or, where you're actually putting it in containers, you could, if you container it together where the chicken is on top of the, whatever grain you're using or rice cauliflower, then it's just going to soak in all those juices as it cools down. It'll be really tasty.
I think I'm gonna jump off too,
Okay, Kim.
because I got plenty of food for a while here. Thank you so much. I can't wait to eat these and
I
share
know
them.
you're welcome. Have a good day. We'll see you later.
All right, see you guys. Bye, Jesse.
Bye, Kim.
So I just did mushrooms. I'm also going to get that garlic chopped up before I bring my chicken out.
Deanna, I have to leave as well. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Well, it's good to see you. Thanks for coming.
Good to see you too. And thanks for doing this. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right, take care.
All right. Happy New Year.
Bye. Happy New Year.
Okay, so all my not meat things are prepped here. And so I'm going to grab my baggie, get that going. Okay, and you just want to get your chicken trimmed up. Now, if you want it to cook a little faster, like say this is a weeknight meal and you want things to go just a little quicker, if you cut those breasts right down the middle so that they're thinner, that can help a lot, or use chicken tenders instead, and you'll just have more chicken pieces, but it'll all cook so much faster. Ooh, my zucchini cups are ready. We'll let those go one more minute. Okay, so get your chicken and the flour. And it's important to get a really hot skillet going, so you don't want to put that chicken in too early. So I'm gonna get mine warmed up while I'm waiting for my zucchini cups here. The goal is to get some caramelization on your chicken right away. So you definitely, like, you put it in and let it sit there on that one side so that it really gets all that caramelization, because then after that, it starts releasing some liquid and the next side probably isn't going to brown as well. While I'm waiting for the skillet to heat up, I'm going to get my lemon cut so that I can get the juice from it when it's needed. I don't think this one calls for lemon zest, although you could put a little zest in there if you like that more lemony flavor. Okay, these smell delicious too. All right, the zucchini cups are out. Okay, I can hear my pan getting hot.
Rain, finally.
What'd you say? You're on rain?
It finally quit snowing here and now it's pouring rain.
I'm surprised it's not raining for us yet. It's supposed to be. Last night I was sitting outside watching one of the games and working, and it was like 25. The fresh air felt nice though.
Yeah, I think we finally hit 33 now,
Nice.
like 2 weeks.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're a balmy 37. Getting crazy.
You guys, I'm gonna jump off. Have a great day.
All right, Sue, good to see you.
Likewise, thank you for doing this.
You're welcome. We'll see you later.
Okay.
Okay, the chicken is on. I'm gonna put a little salt and pepper on the back side here. You probably, or you could have put salt and pepper too in your baggie. Bev, I want to hear about your ice bumper cars. Did you guys go?
No, we're going this afternoon. It's only,
Oh, I thought it was this
it's
morning.
only two. No, it's only, yeah, no, not going. Or I'm actually gonna hop off here. That's what I was just gonna say. I'm gonna hop off here and I think we're gonna do birthday and then we're gonna head out.
We'll have the best time. That sounds so fun. I expect to see some video.
I will try, but there's gonna be nobody.
Everybody will be in a bumper.
Yeah, there was a larger group of us going and the group has dwindled, so. Oh my gosh, and everybody apparently needs to blend right now.
Everybody needs to what?
We need to what?
My entire family was using a blending device, pretty much. I had the Vitamix going. I had the Ninja going.
Using one.
Yeah, it was like I unmuted and they just took the opportunity to start blending. So
Have a happy birthday.
thank you. Thank you. Okay. Bye.
Happy birthday.
Bye. Thank you. I need to go because my family's driving me crazy.
Oh, we didn't get a picture at all.
I
Oh,
know, and yeah, I know. We'll just have to get one at the end and pencil people in. Or I could stop sharing for a second.
Smile.
Here. You gonna get it, Lily?
I'm trying. Hold on.
move.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Got one.
Okay. Bye.
See you
Bye.
later.
Happy birthday.
Bye.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye.
Deanna, do you prefer your name pronounced Deanna or Dina?
Deanna.
Deanna. Okay. I really appreciate you letting me watch today. I'm just getting back into cooking.
Oh,
and
you're
this
welcome.
is really encouraging.
Come by
Um,
anytime.
All right. Thank you very much. And you're really terrific.
Oh,
So,
thank you.
have a great New Year's.
You too. Happy New Year.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
Bye.
So I didn't plan on being here. So I didn't have any mushrooms, but I put some tomatoes in it and it still looks really,
Oh,
really
I bet that's good. Yeah, that'll be yummy.
Yeah, it looks good. I might have to add some balsamic or something. 'cause
Oh,
it's-
that'll be delicious. I think the balsamic would be really good on that winter foods. This
Ooh.
superfood bowl too.
Yeah, I love balsamic.
It's
I
so
use
good.
balsamic in mine instead of vinegar.
Oh, yeah. All right, I think I'm getting some caramelization here. This is good. You want egg cup? Egg cup? Will you hand me a plate? Just be careful with that. It's got juice everywhere. I go like 10, 15 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna flip my chicken here. Oh yeah, I got some nice browning. Vegetables. Okay, I'm gonna add my mushrooms in here. Just a little bit more oil. Anybody try their zucchini cup yet? It's super good. Okay, so I started my mushrooms just a little bit to kind of hopefully let them get a little, get a start. So now I'm gonna add in the lemon juice, the broth, the capers, the artichoke hearts, and get everything melding together. And I have some leftover chicken broth, so I'm just gonna use that. I know it says vegetable, but you know, you can kind of compromise by what you have available. It does add a little bit more protein in when you use a meat-based broth. I love that I see the teens roaming around. It's like the hour of the teens getting up right now.
Yeah, all 4 of mine are still asleep.
Yep, mine just came down and got his cinnamon roll that I just pulled out of the freezer from Christmas. I had to get him up early because they have a guitar lesson at 1:30, so. It's funny, I really like artichoke hearts, but I don't think I've ever bought a can and even cooked with them at home. Now I'm wondering why it's so easy. Okay. All right, how's everybody doing? Do you have everything from the chicken recipe that you need? Because at this point, my chicken is just going to simmer here for about 10 more minutes. Maybe a little less. We've been going a little while. And then into containers or likely into my family's belly because they're going to smell this and just come down and start eating probably. Well, good. All right, I'll hit end record and everybody can finish up from there on the chicken. We'll stop share.